Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is, wherever in this world it is that you are. Welcome once more to another live stream of Alexandra Mayers Live, page by page reading and commentary of the modern English version of the Bible. It's been a while, but I'm back, and today we're going to get into the book of Joshua, chapter 11. It's titled Northern Kings Defeated. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. And as I feel the need to inject my commentary, I will. And I hope all of you out there are having a wonderful start to the holiday season, the Christmas season specifically. I'm very excited about Christmas as always. It's going to be a relatively quiet Christmas over here. But as always, I love this time of year. So here we go. Northern Kings defeated. When King Jabin of Hazor heard these things, he sent word to King Jabab of Madon, the king of Shimron, the king of Akshba, and the kings of the northern hill country, the Araba south of Kinnereth, the low country, and the heights of Dor in the west, to the Canaanites in the east and the west, the Amorites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites in the hill country, and the Hivites at Mount Hermon in the land of Mizpah. So these kings went out with all their armies, people as numerous as grains of sand on the seashore, with a large number of horses and chariots. These kings all met and camped together at the waters of Merom in order to wage war against Israel. The Lord said to Joshua, "Do not be afraid of them, for about this time tomorrow I will make them dead before Israel, hamstring their horses and burn their chariots with fire." So Joshua and all his fighting forces came upon them by surprise at the waters of Merom and fell upon them. The Lord gave them into the hand of Israel. They struck them down and pursued them all the way to Greater Sidon, Mizraphoth, Maim, and Mizpah Valley to the east. They struck them down until no survivor remained. Joshua did to them as the Lord had said. He hamstrung their horses and burned their chariots with fire. And what I really like about the book of Joshua is that it does illustrate how when you have solid faith in God, God will help you fight your battles. And in life, I mean, there's so much that comes at us in life, and sometimes we feel so burdened and like we're being weighed down by our adversaries. But what you have to remember is that God already knows how things are going to end. So I think that you should always fight to the best of your ability, but have faith because you're never alone. So let's continue. At that time, Joshua turned and captured Hazor and struck down its king with the sword. Hazor was formerly the head of all these kingdoms. They struck down all who lived in them with the edge of the sword, destroying them. No one who breathed was left. He burned Hazor with fire. Joshua captured all the kings and their towns. He struck down with the edge of the sword, destroying them, as Moses, the servant of the Lord, had commanded. However, Israel did not burn any of the cities that stood on mounds except Hazor. Joshua burned it. The Israelites plundered all the goods and the livestock of these cities, but they struck all the people with the edge of the sword until they destroyed them. They did not spare anyone who breathed. As the Lord commanded Moses his servant, so Moses commanded Joshua, and Joshua did it. He did not ignore a word of all that the Lord commanded Moses. So Joshua took all that land, the hill country, the Negev, all the land of Goshen, the lowland, the Arabah, the hill country of Israel and its lowland, from Mount Halak to Seir, and as far as Baal, the Lebanon valley under Mount Hermon. All their kings he captured, struck down, and killed. Joshua engaged all those kings in battle for a long time. There was no city that made peace with the Israelites except the Hivites living in Gibeon. They conquered all of them because the Lord hardened their hearts to engage Israel in battle. They destroyed them all without mercy, put them to death as the Lord had commanded Moses. At that time, Joshua came and wiped out the Anakites from the hill country, from Hebron, from Debir, from Anab, from all the hill country of Judah, and from all the hill country of Israel. Joshua utterly destroyed them in their cities. No Anakites were left in the land of the Israelites, but they did remain in Gaza, Gath, and Ashdod. So Joshua took the whole land according to all that the Lord had said to Moses. Joshua gave it to Israel as an inheritance according to their allotted portions by their tribes. Then the land rested from war. So that was Joshua chapter 11 from the Modern English Version of the Bible. Tomorrow, or the next day, or whenever I have time, we'll go into Joshua 12, which encompasses the list of defeated kings. And I guess that same day we'll go ahead and go into Joshua 13, which covers the division of the land, information about the land east of the Jordan River. And that's about it for Joshua 12 and 13. So we'll go into that. I hope I have time tomorrow. I've been very, very, very busy lately with life. My life has been going very well, actually. I'm very blessed, extremely so. And when I really think back to my life up until the current, it's been unusual compared to most, but I suppose God has given me an unusual life because I have a very unusual purpose. So take care, everyone. Have a great night. All the best. Bye-bye.